Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, July 3rd, 2025, and we have a little bit of a euphoric move here on the jobs number. Can we see some mean reversion after that? Let's get into it here. I said good morning. Notice that. Not good afternoon. Doing the video, obviously, here pre-market. I think that's a first here for me. If you like the content, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys, each and every one of you. Also, come find me on carnivoretrades.com. If you got nothing to do for 4th of July weekend, come find me there. We got a sale going on. 60% off active trader, 40% off all courses, 30% off of swing trades. And we just booked some more winners here today and really most of the week. And not really much going on today. I will show you some levels if you want to look at those, if you want to be a DGen and get into the charts today on a holiday. If you're not going to the beach like any sane person would do. But in any case here, we got a nice little pump here on jobs. We talked about this yesterday. I said, the market was not, I'd say the market wasn't worried. Some people were worried. The market wasn't worried though. But we had that really big jobs miss, 99K expected, and we lost 33,000. And so we had a massive 20 point drop. And then we just came right back. And I said, they'll probably have a better, a hot jobs number today, and it was. It beat by quite a bit, I think. I don't remember the exact off the top of my head. Actually, I think I have it right here. 147 versus 106 expected. So that was a beat. And I talked about this pre-market. We just did a quick little stream this morning in the trading room. And I said, I think we're probably going to beat because look at the Russell, right? Russell, very sensitive. And it held up pretty well. Now, it got a bid on the hot jobs and then it came back in. So it's kind of like the algos can't figure out whether or not it wants to be up on a strong jobs number or if it wants to be down because rate cut odds are going down. Either way, here you can see the 2-year note is getting a bid or selling off. So the yield is getting a pop here. And obviously, ES is holding up. I think we could see some mean reversion today. And the reason for that is, and maybe even into Sunday night Globex, or at least some tightening of a range perhaps, is we just pumped for 9 days straight. We had, on the futures, not a single red here. So this is 9 in a row now if we were to close green today. And then we pumped on a volatility event. So it's kind of like the best is kind of now out of the way here. We don't really have economic data next week. Now I think we have the Fed minutes, but that's it. We have the July 9th deadline for tariffs. So that's a thing. But you are going to come into, we're now getting into the OPEX cycles really starting to tighten up here. And, you're just going to see even more supportive flows. So if we do back off, I expect it to be more just kind of sideways and that type of thing. A lot of people are looking for like a retest of the breakout, retest of this. I would like it. I just don't know if we're going to get it before then. So again, this has been a nice lockout rally. And, we've expected that. We talked about this. And a lot of people are like, well, how are we this overbought? I said this very clearly, like for this whole period here, 6 weeks, it's not going to be a 100-point rally. It's going to be 300-400, right? And we're on the way to making it 350 right now, 62.85, 59.50. So we're getting close to 350 now. So when you compress for that long, you're going to expand for that long, right? So that is sort of the idea there. Now again, we are like I said, little stretched here. We did take some gains on some spec plays, and I just cut my last ES runner up near the highs. We're at 5250 SPX right now, pre-market, essentially. For SPY, that's about 622, right? And if you want to take a look, I can show you I just actually tweeted them out since I don't really care because it's basically not even a market day here. But 50, I always say 52. I get that mixed up every single time. 6250 SPX. It's like neutral hedging, but you're in positive gamma across the board. If we got a dip to 6200 somehow, you'd just buy that. That's today. FYI. And then you can see a little bit up to about 624, 625. That would be some sort of outlier that I don't expect happening. Same thing with the Qs. Maybe an outlier to 655. Don't see that happening. This is a supportive tape here. This looks fine. And it's very supportive into July OPEX as well, in case I haven't said that 1,000 times. So anyway, market's holding up here. The one thing that could be interesting is, does the Russell come back to 220? I don't know. I don't think it will. That would be quite a drop for that. It is set to gap up about $1.20 right now, but it is kind of just all over the map here. It was almost getting up to 225. If we look, you can't really see it pre-market. I can throw it on here. It got to, yeah, it got close, right? It got 224.50. So it got up to that like other tail, which I would have been surprised if we got to. But probably just closes in that range. But either way, yeah, market's holding up. Don't fight the tape till we get a sell signal. We don't have anything like that right now. The one I referred to the other day was just a daily chart, and I said, do not, take too much, take it with too much. And look at what's happening, right? Everybody told me that QQQ hanging man was going to crash us, and NQ just made a new high. So anyways, guys, I'll wrap it up here. Again, you guys take care. Have a great weekend. I'll see you guys all on Monday.